JD in for Dibs all week. It's Willard and Dibs. Let's go to Diego in Marin. Hey, Diego, what's going on? What are you doing?
Hey, thanks for taking my call. I'm just enjoying this beautiful day.
Appreciate it, man.
Cool. I'd like to know if you guys had a magic wand, where would you like Purdy to rank in terms of play action passes, passes to the numbers, and passes on plays where there's a shift before the snap?
Well, that is a Diego. Please take this the right way. That's an odd question. Where's that question coming from?
Larry Krueger just posted a YouTube short showing that Purdy ranked first in all three of those categories last year, over Mahomes, over Burrow, over everybody, while as a starter.
Okay, so you're a Krueger-phile. I love these. Diego, that's good stuff. I've been getting text messages, actually, from Larry Krueger that, and I'll share some of what he said here in about 5 minutes, because he gave some context to what happened at practice today that I think a lot of you are going to find very interesting because he was there. So I'll share that with you here in just a couple of minutes. I watch games in a little bit maybe more simplistic fashion than Larry Krueger does. I don't care what they do as long as they get first downs and touchdowns. I want it to work. That's what I want Brock Purdy to do this year.
Where it becomes relevant, though, is the plays that have worked. I mean, those are the plays like that fits the system.
Yeah,
it fits the Kyle Shanahan system without a lot of adapting to the player, and I think that's where. To me, that's part of the breakout for Purdy is the fact that once he got in there, it was like, whoa, like this unlocked a level in Kyle Shanahan's ability to design offense and come up with a game plan that really we hadn't seen. We saw once in a while with Jimmy, game here, game there. But I think as time went on with Jimmy, there was always this ceiling of, could stall out in the red zone, or a couple of throws that could have been big plays wind up not being big plays because they're bad throws or they're incomplete, whatever it is. Purdy made a lot of those plays, which I think gave Kyle Shanahan more confidence in him and more confidence in his own ability to call the game that he really wants to call.
I got no problem with teams going shopping for certain things. Like, in other words, yes, you want a coach to put their players in the best position to succeed. In other words, build a playbook around who you have. But also, you're allowed to go drafting or shopping on the free agent market for players who will fit what I think you want to do. And maybe that's what Brock Purdy has become for Kyle Shanahan. By the way, Larry, hi, Larry. Larry's listening right now. He just said, wow, that was posted in February, and that caller just saw it now.
Oh, wow.
Here's what else Larry had to say.
It's a hell of an algorithm you got going there, Larry.
Yeah, good job, Larry. Trey went 3 for 3 today in his 4 reps. Mm-hmm. Larry writes, and again, you can go to @Larry Krueger and scream at him for this awful thing that he's about to say. All 3 of Trey's passes were checkdowns to running backs.
Okay. That's okay, though.
That's totally fine.
Those are passes that he doesn't always hit.
That's true. But you also know in the tone that has been created, people will scream at Larry Krueger for even pointing this out.
Fair. I will also say that there have been days where Sam Darnold's completions on a 6 of 8 kind of a day
Charlie
have been,
check down.
Hey, 3 or 4 checkdowns. All right.
Non-quarterback related point from Larry, and this is not being discussed enough, and it's probably, it appears, headed in the direction of a draft pick that really did not work. Cam Latu, the tight end, he said he dropped another pass from Darnold, so keep that in mind with Darnold's numbers. One of them was a Latu drop, and he kicked the pylon in anger.
Yeah, he's been
after dropping it.
Bad body language guy throughout camp and a lot of drops.
And a fumble.
Not good.
No, that does not look good. And what the 49ers are going to do behind, it looked like they're starting to try to get ready for George Kittle to be, I don't mean gone, but like at some point in the next 3 years, does George Kittle start to decline? Do you want to lower his usage? Looked like the 49ers were trying to get ready for that this year, and this pick may not have worked out.
Yeah, and I'd go as far as to say, and you might disagree with this, but I'd go as far as to say next year there may have to be a conversation about George Kittle or Deebo Samuel or Brandon Ayuk. Can you keep all three? Which one's got to go?
That could happen.
And so,
I still got my money on all three. That can be our bet.
Yeah, maybe.
I send you and your lovely out.
Yeah, we'll think.
We've got to wait and see how Brandon plays, though. If he goes for 2,000 yards, you might be right. But if he only goes for 1,000, I think all three can stay. Armando in San Jose with Willard and JD. Hey, Armando, what's cooking, man?
Hey, just waiting for my daughter to get out of high school. So I'm just parked here listening.
Well, you're waiting for her to get out of high school. What year is she?
Freshman.
Oh, it's going to be 3.5 years then, Armando.
Oh, no, parked out front.
Okay, you're going to be there for the next 3.5 years?
See you in 2027,
anyway,
brother.
Yeah, my terrible joke is going over your head. But anyway, go ahead, Armando.
No, so I appreciate the topic, and I don't understand, the Trey infatuation with fans either. One thing that they should realize is, let's paint a picture real quick. Week 13, Dolphins, Jimmy G goes down. Let's say that Trey Lance was actually healthy. He got in the game. And at that point, would he be able to drive the ball down the field and score a touchdown like Brock Purdy did? I doubt it, because Brock Purdy has accuracy. He understands the playbook. We started averaging 33 points a game. That tells me that Shanahan actually opened up the playbook. So I don't understand, what the debate is. I think we should be more worried about right tackle than anything.
Well, Armando, I think a lot of people agree with your take, but the only real way to answer it, would Trey Lance have done X? We don't know. But that's the core of my point. So where's the fandom come from? That's all. I mean, the examples are through and through. Steph Curry was a first round top 10 draft pick. Was everybody enamored with Steph upon arrival? Or did you have to wait till Monte Ellis got traded and then he became an icon before you bought your kid a jersey? This feels like we're just a little cart before the horse, that's all.
To the point, though, about why people feel maybe the way they feel, there still is, and this goes in line with haven't totally seen him fail. There's also the notion of, you know what? There are a lot of people want to see. I want to see him with Kittle and Deebo and Ayuk and McCaffrey and running with the ones and getting some time to grow. And so to the point about December and Jimmy goes down and
Sure.
would Trey or not? I think a lot of people are like, Trey could have put up some big numbers if he had been playing with those guys at that particular point in time.
Maybe.
I'm just saying that's.
Maybe.
But you do hear that. That's.
But I guess
that goes to he hasn't. I don't want to say hasn't been set up to succeed in the right way, but just hasn't gotten the opportunity to have it, have everything around him be as fluid.
I still personally believe Christian McCaffrey is woefully underpaid if he can walk in and just produce a quarterback and make a quarterback great. I don't think that it's that. But I understand what you're saying, and I think people would like to see it, but you can only factually say that you'd like to see it. You can't say he would do this if he played with – you don't know that.
We don't.
We don't know that.